What's up everybody, my name's David and for today's video we're going to talk about how I bought my car and how I paid it off 2 years sooner. Stay tuned. For those who want to see how I pay off my car 2 years sooner, you can skip to this part of the video. To give you background, I bought my car a few years ago after university. It was my first car and like any millennial I was excited to become an adult. I went online to check on different sites to find dealerships that were selling the car that I wanted. I wanted a particular car. Alright, so this is a photo of what my car looks like, the model and trim, just for everyone's reference. Alright, let's get back to the video. I ended up finding one car that I really liked, so I ended up calling the dealership and to see if the car was still available. So the car was still available, so I decided to follow up with them, and from there, ask for a test drive. Then I went to the dealership to make sure that the cars matched with the photos, and it did. So next, I had to go for a test drive. I was in the car, it drove well, it was fast, everything I wanted, right? So the problem was that I couldn't drive manual. I actually got one of my friends to drive the car with me. He knew how to drive manual and I really trusted him. After the car ride, I figured out that he said that the car was well, we inspected it, we checked out any damages that weren't reported, engine issues, everything seems to be checked out. What did I do? I bought the car. Overall, the process took roughly 2-3 hours. From start to finish. So when I got there and all the way up to signing the papers, I felt excited, I felt like an adult, but I felt like there were a few things that I should have learned or researched before buying my car. So here are the things. How to pick a car faster. For this list, it's going to start with the least effective all the way up to the most effective, in my opinion. Tip number 1, shop around. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I think everyone should shop around, make sure you get the best deals, whether it's going in person or even better, just going online, you get a wider range. And don't be afraid to check out different dealerships. And that goes between checking it out in your own city, your own state, and even other states. So I actually went to another state. It was a better deal, a better condition for my car. So that's what I actually tried to advocate. Expand your reach. Change your settings to go as further as possible within reason, right? So expanding your distance, you're able to find best deal and you just pay like a couple bucks for gas and you're all set. You get a better car and a better deal overall. Then when you're actually at the dealership, make sure you don't take no for an answer. They're going to play hard to get, so what you have to do is just put your poker face on. They're going to try to figure out how to best accommodate you, so there's going to be a few things that they're trying to pull for you. So try to limit your information for them. Just try to figure out how long the loan is, how much the loan is, and the condition of the car. Those are the 3 main things you have to figure out. Plain and simple, don't give any more information. With knowing more about you, the dealerships are able to structure where they benefit better than you do. So make sure, key tip is that you don't give information that you don't need to. Keep secret. Tip number 2, make sure the loan is no more than 5 years. So this goes without saying that if you have a longer loan, that interest is going to accrue longer period. So you're actually going to be paying more. Although it could be a lower interest, it would be a lot better if you had a shorter loan than a longer loan. Just keep in mind that. Make sure the loan is 5 years or less. So you're probably asking, hey David, yeah? What if the loan is 0%? So that's great and everything. You want to make sure that it's a car that you can afford. Is the maintenance and repairs within my means? So just try to make sure that there's no shame in the game that if you get a car that is a hoopty or a bucket, you're okay with getting it. If it gets you point A, point B, that's what really matters. So if you're out to get a Benz or Beamer, there's a few things that you may not even think about. Oil changes, maintenance, stuff like that. So you can get the car, you can get the loan, but you may not get the repairs that you can afford for. Just make sure for that. To give you background, my car failed on a part. In terms of its model, it's on the higher end for the different tiers. And there's a part that I had to replace. It cost roughly, I think, close to $2,000. So luckily it was within the extended warranty and I didn't have to pay for it. But can you imagine if I had to pay for that? And that's not really adding towards any improvement for the car. It's just keep it running. So just keep in mind that. And to wrap it up, although the payments are low for a longer loan, you want to make sure for the total payments, the total amount that you're paying for is affordable and within your means. And tip number 3, break up your payments. What that means is that you break up the payments where it's bi-weekly, so you pay $200 every 2 weeks, or you could do weekly where you could break it up $100 per week. And keep in mind that when you break up your payments, you want to make sure that you have some form of some savings where you can actually accommodate this. Thank you for watching everyone. If you thought that the video was very useful and helpful for you, make sure that you like, comment, share the video with your friends and family. And for this video's question, what tip or information that you hear for this video thought was most useful and helpful for you? And one last thing, with all the craziness that's happening with the US, I want to make sure everyone is staying safe and healthy. Stay indoors, make sure that you're secure and all your loved ones are with you. And that's the video. Thanks for watching. Peace.